I'd say we gave him some hope there, and it was important that we came back and said, you know what, this is our game. We need to win this. We need to put the game away and try to make it so that their comeback ends. And offense did a great job. The offensive line got everything started. We ran the ball a bunch that series, and they answered the call.
Jake, with the wheel route to Kittle, was that your read? Was that what you were looking for, or is that just how the play developed?
It was progression, the way they covered it, and then when I looked out there, George got past his guy, so boom.
And you obviously, to throw a wheel route, you have to have a couple of seconds to throw it.
Oh yeah, I mean, I had plenty of time. I remember after I threw it, I looked around, there was no one around me, which is a testament to our offensive line and our running back doing a great job of protection.
What was the halftime like? With there was a lot of drops in the first half. I mean, what was Kirk like? What was Greg like?
It was just, we're better than this. That was the big talk. We are better than this. We have to be better. We can't accept doing things poor, doing things worse than what we can do. Because we're a better team than that. And I mean, sometimes you're gonna have drops, but we have to fight through it, get over it, and say, hey, one drop doesn't mean the next one. It means, hey, I messed up, or I threw a bad ball that you couldn't handle. Okay, wipe that play off and get to the next one.
Jake, would you say that about the whole game?
But the whole game, I mean, there's always ups and downs throughout the game, and you need to just wipe it off and say, all right, that happened, I messed up, whatever. I mean, I threw a pick, and the coach was saying, hey, wipe it off next one. I'm like, all right, let's go. You have to have a short memory in this game, or it's gonna get at you.
The game next week, you got two Florida quarterbacks starting the game. Do you know Sam Richardson at all? You're from a totally different part of the state.
Yeah, it's a big state.
Yeah, I know. I thought maybe you crossed paths in a camp or something.
No. Do you know what high school he went to?
He was
same one as the Austin Rivers.
Winter Park or something?
Yeah,
Winter Park,
Winter Park? Oh, yeah, that's in like Central Florida.
Right, but I thought maybe there was some camp or something. Well, just talk about how weird it is. We're here in the middle of America in Iowa, and you got two Florida guys going to be battling it out on Saturday. Kind of interesting.
That's recruiting.
Yeah.
They go all over the country to try to get players, and it'll be fun just having another Florida guy out there. And some teams we play, I got old teammates, and it's just, you see other guys that you look on the roster, you say, oh, he's from Florida. I mean, it's cool. Just like other guys from Illinois, they're like, oh, he's from Illinois, that's pretty cool. He's from Chicago, I'm from Chicago. It's just always interesting.
So I guess anytime you're in-state rivalry, whether you're from Florida or Iowa, you know it's going to be pretty intense.
Oh, yeah. I mean, all rivalries are rivalries for a reason.
Yeah.
You've heard about the Cy-Hawk Trophy and all of that, have you?
Yeah, of course. I've been here for 2 years, and it's a big game. They're always ready to play us, and we have to be ready to play them. And I mean, every sport's Cy-Hawk, so it's a good opportunity.
Jake, what do you make of the freshmen Daniels and Vandenberg getting their feet wet today? Any impressions on how they played?
First we'll go with Daniels. I thought he did a good job. He was underneath his pads and ran tough, which is definitely what you want to see from a freshman running back. And then Vandenberg, Matt did a good job. I think I hit him twice, I believe. And I mean, he ran routes exactly how he was supposed to. Didn't seem to surprise him that, hey, I'm in there, the ball could come to me. You never know. And I thought he did a really good job.
Could they provide the kind of jolt that this offense could?
Meerkat. You can ask Coach Kennedy. He will tell you. Ask Coach Kennedy. That's all him.
Do you? Can they kind of provide that jolt a little bit the offense needs? It's not that the veterans aren't doing well, but you know what I mean. It just gives something else for a defense to look and prepare for.
Well, yeah. I mean, whenever you can throw a lot of receivers at somebody, throw a lot of running backs to have a slightly different thing that they do, it definitely helps because you never really know what to expect.
People are gonna. Could you almost sense hand wringing at, oh my gosh, it's 21-14, or when the score got closer, or can you? People are going to look at the score and go, oh, they should have won that by 4 touchdowns. I mean, can you see how people are maybe not going to be as happy as you guys with the win? Just because they read so much of the FCS stuff?
Yeah. Whenever you look at like scores or predictions, I never look at that because even in high school they have predictions and never look at it. It doesn't do the team any good to look at it. And whatever it was, I mean, whoever's an underdog, they're going to be pissed off.
Yeah.
They're going to be mad that they're not, hey, we can't play with these guys. So,
yeah.
I mean, they came out running, and we just had to do better.
The second touchdown that Mark scored, you got the block for him. That kind of sprung him open. Just what's going through your head? Is that what happens? Well, at least you got in front of the guy.
I tried to slow him down.
Yeah.
Yeah, they brought a blitz from the field.
Mm-hmm.
Mark was in there, and I saw him start to do it. So I was like, if I can just nudge him a little bit. I mean, on film, it's not even going to look like I touched him, but I mean, hopefully it did something to spring him through. And I mean, if the offensive line doesn't block, he doesn't get in, and they made a nice little hole for him.
What do you feel you take away from today that makes you believe that you have progressed from a week ago?
Just putting things behind you, understanding that there's going to be ups and downs in games like there was last week, but games are tough. Touchdowns are hard to come by, and we really need to work to get them. You know, nothing's ever going to be given to you, and that's football, that's life. You just have to keep working and do the best that you can.